Today's video is a response to a request for a beginner wanting to increase his max pull-up reps. And for that, I'm going to give you 5 principles. So principle number 1 is technique. And there's a few things to talk about here. And the first thing there is your grip. So what I would recommend is having what we call the false grip, so that your knuckles are over the bar. This will give you more leverage. This is the type of grip you want to be having if you want to progress to things like the muscle up as well. So it's a good technique to start with and have as your base, because it's a good platform for other things. The next bit is chest to bar, not chin to bar, chest to bar. Always aim for chest to bar. So let me show you. Okay, not chest, not chin, but chest. The next thing is full range of motion. Okay, now what I don't mean by that is this. That's not full range of motion, and you're not going to load up on strength that way. Full range of motion is this. So you're going right down and right up. That's a full range of motion. The next detail is, with your action, bend the bar. Have an action where you're, as if you're bending the bar in half like this. And that's because it will reduce elbow pain, and it will also help with the propulsion upwards. And the last detail here is keeping your legs tight. And that's because if your legs are moving all over the place while you're pulling up, you're losing energy, and you want all your energy to be in the movement up and down straight. So you're sort of not legs like this. You want to keep your legs like this. You can even keep them like this, but it's best to keep them out in front of you for good form. Principle number 2 is the negative. And the negative is basically your pull-up, but in reverse. And this is really important, especially if you're struggling to do the pull-up first of all. Just do it in reverse, because this is really good for developing your strength. So by that, what I mean a negative is you start up, you jump up to the bar, and then just lower yourself down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And this will really develop the strength in your arms. Principle number 3 is grease the groove. Grease the groove is basically doing more of what you love, the pull-up. So the greasing the groove involves doing the exercise regularly, but not to your max reps. So say, for example, your max reps is 3 reps in full range of motion. Just do 2 reps and do them regularly. By that I mean, do them every hour. Principle number 4 is lose the excess. If you're carrying a bit of weight around the belly area, which we often are, that is going to weigh heavy on you for your pull-ups. So, and it makes a difference. 3 kilos is really going to make a difference. So really try to lose the excess. You'll find that you might already have a considerable amount of strength in your arms already, but pulling up the weight around your belly or excess elsewhere is really going to handicap you. And the 2 ways to do that is really, of course, diet, trying to sort of reduce refined sugars in your diet, which can be difficult, but also HIIT training, high intensity interval training. So they're the really 2 things for losing the excess. Principle number 5 is rest and recover. It's really important to rest and recover. And so really, as a sort of a rough guide, I would say do 4 days of this and then 2 days rest. And the 2 days rest, you will find, is when you're really loading up on strength. That's where the benefit of those 4 days of work will really sort of, you'll see the benefit after the 2 days of rest. It's really important to rest and recover because that's when you're really loading up on strength. So there's your 5 principles. I hope you found those useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to. Be regular with those, and if you want to progress quickly, really focus your attention on those pulling exercises as opposed to going off and mixing it up with other pushing exercises and other things. This requires a lot of energy. So if you want to progress quickly, focus really on this type of exercise and you will see results.